Hello, hello. I wanted to give you guys an update on the full moon in Sagittarius. So I'm out walking my doggy, and I'll show you guys a little view, my view of the full moon in a second. It's Sunday evening if you're watching the replay of this. And I always make a video. Oh, hi, Sophia. So I always make a video about the full moon about a week before, and I put it on YouTube. Thank you. So I do an interpretation of the full moon ahead of time. This is looking at it from, okay, this is the vibe that is coming out that I feel that you will feel and what to expect and all of that good stuff. But the cool thing about astrology is that we never really know until it happens. Astrology is archetypally predictive, but you don't really know what's going to happen until you're actually living it. And so I just wanted to come on tonight, say hi, see how you guys are doing, how you feeling. And I'm walking Pico. Let me show you Pico. Pico. Can we see Pico? Wait, where'd he go? Peeky. I'm camera challenged. There's Pico! Pico! Lovey. So anyways, full moon in Sagittarius. It's exact at about 4 in the morning, Monday, so in like a few hours. So full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius in general is all about optimism and seeking the truth of things and universal truth. So like, what is the meaning of life? Sagittarius has a very spiritual kind of connotation to it, and spiritual differently than Pisces. Pisces is also related to spirituality as well, but Sagittarius is related more to dogmatic kind of views in that way, and more belief systems. So I'm curious what's going on for everyone as far as those themes of what's your optimism radar like right now? Are your beliefs shifting and changing in subtle ways? Even since a few days ago, but I find that with the full moon, there's kind of, even the new moon too, there's like a lead up a few days before. So for me personally, I'm totally feeling the optimistic vibe tonight, and just this week in general as well. So that's how I'm experiencing it. At the same time also, I'm feeling this sense of like optimism, but also knowing that there is work to be done. And I feel like this is important because this is kind of like follow-up to the new moon that we had on June 4th earlier this month. So you'll see in my, if you go back to my new moon video for new moon in Gemini, I talked about the Immunable Grand Cross that was happening at that point, and that the new moon was activating it. And so that was all about staying grounded and staying practical and doing your homework and that kind of thing. Lots of opportunities as long as, you do your shit. You go to work and all of that. So I'm feeling that kind of vibe as well tonight and just this week as well. So I'm feeling a sense of optimism, a sense of lightness, but also I know that there's things I got to do. I'll give you guys a literal example. I just released a new offering for you guys. I've been offering a little ritual for every moon cycle. So I started it with the new moon in Gemini on the 4th, and it was a ritual for joy. And so I was like very excited about this. I wasn't really sure. I'd never done something exactly like that. It's a guided ritual process based on my personal system and what it is that I do every moon. And so I was really excited, and the feedback was amazing. It was really cool. Everyone enjoyed it, but there was a lot of glitches and technical stuff that I had to work out. So I feel like that embodies the vibe of this full moon tonight, where there's a lot of optimism and there's excitement and there's encouragement too. Sagittarius is very encouraging, and we need that. We need that encouragement, especially when there's work to do. So those things go together, I feel, tonight. I want to share with you guys a story. The new moon ritual that I did for the new moon in Gemini earlier this month, I had a woman that ordered it, and she was all excited already. You know, she's already stoked, and it was really cute. And she emailed me the next day, and she said, "Oh my gosh, this is so great." She said she was feeling just a little bit low and just kind of sad and bummed and that kind of thing. And she did the ritual, and then the next day she saw a little rainbow in the sky and had some nice snuggles with her cat, and it was just really cute. So it's little moments like that that are encouraging. Little moments like that of sweetness that inspire, and they create that optimistic kind of vibe. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm feeling, and I just wanted to say hey and see how everyone else is feeling. Hi Steve, hi Christopher, hi Douglas. Oh, Robin, hi. Robin, how are you? I know, it's pretty cool. This is actually the first time that I've done a live chat like this, so it's cool. So, yeah, so I always like to, I'll show you guys a pic of the full moon too in a second, once I move past this tree. So full moon. I always like to set intentions with the full moon, kind of like I do with the new moon. The whole vibe of the full moon, though, is I always like to look at the themes that we just talked about, how it's coming up for you in your life right now. And then I always like to look at what has worked and what hasn't worked for you this month. So projects, relationships, family life, all elements. What in your life has really flowed very smoothly and what has been more challenging? And what do you want to do with that? What is appropriate to fall away in the coming weeks? And I think that's hi. I think that's something that has been missing a lot in talk about the full moon in general. I love it, Christopher. I can't wait to read it. I like reading your stuff. It's very interesting. So I find that a lot of people talk about, and I do this as well, a lot of people talk about the full moon and they talk about detox and releasing and letting go. And yes, that is definitely an element of the full moon, but I think there's so much more than that. And let me show you guys, see if I can get it on the camera. Oh, there's the full moon, look. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I wish you guys could see it in person, but you could probably see it outside your house right now. And then it was just sunset, like maybe 15 minutes ago out here. I'm in Encinitas. So yeah, so I feel like the full moon is not, it is about releasing and letting go. I know, isn't it beautiful? La Luna. But the full moon is also a time of refiguring out, tweaking things, reassessing, and saying the full moon is when you can look at everything more objectively because the moon is illuminated, and so everything is on display. Particularly, emotions are on display, and those are the parts of us that have the most wisdom. How you feel is so much more wise than any kind of analytical thinking that you can have. Emotions are where your intuition resides, and so that can be an incredible guiding force. So on the full moon, we have an ability to connect with that even more. We have this ability to see things very clearly and to, if we choose, take action on it. So I see the time of the full moon as like this apex of you have done all of the things that you could possibly do towards your goals and your actions. Even if you didn't really pay attention to the new moon, there's still this underlying vibe of moving out and moving forward into the world. And so on the full moon and then the weeks following until the next new moon, it's a time of integrating all of those things. It's a time of letting go of what isn't appropriate anymore, what hasn't worked, and then it's also an element of letting things integrate in a way that's more skillful. And I think of it also as nurturing the things that have worked and giving more fertilizer, so to speak, to little ideas and actions and that kind of thing that have been very useful thus far. Or even if there's something that you've been working on that hasn't provided actual results, but it's felt really good and it's felt very exciting, that's something to nurture and nourish as well. So the thing with the moon and the manifestation process in general, we'll walk back. The thing with manifesting in general is it's not always super direct. Oh, you just did your wish paper. Oh, I love that. Robin, you're so awesome. Sometimes when we are quote unquote manifesting, there's not always this like dollar in, dollar out kind of mentality. It's funny, I was talking to someone at the coffee shop today, and we were talking about direct marketing versus branding. Direct marketing is when it's like telemarketing or pay, like when you buy something on TV, they're like, buy this now because it's a limited time. So there's this sense of urgency, and it's this sense of when you advertise in that way, you put out an advertisement and then people buy it. It's very like out and then in and that kind of thing. Moon manifesting is more like branding, though, in the way that branding is like the commercial that you see and it's got the lady in the swimsuit and she's all sexy and hot and you're like, oh my God, I want to look like that. So you buy the perfume, you know? And that takes building a brand. That's branding. It's building this image around what it is that you're selling. And so this just came to me just now. I think moon manifesting is more like branding. It's more like you're creating something, and it's not always specifically tangible. It's not always that you say, I want this, and then it comes to you directly. Sometimes it does, and that's wonderful and lovely. But sometimes it takes a little more time to grow, and sometimes it comes in a way that you don't expect. And this happens to me a lot. The whole reason why I started offering the moon ritual as a service, as something that you can order, is because I found that I would do my moon intentions and my moon ritual, and I was always very surprised how my intentions during the new moon, they were fulfilled for sure, but not in the way that I expected. And so a part of that process for me has been fine-tuning things and to be more specific in a certain way, and to do it in a way that is open to the universe to give me what it is that I need, that is also that I don't even know that I need, but then also to be more specific so that I can get what it is that I literally need right now as a human being as well. Oh, yay, you wrote in your moon journal, Robin. I love that. Oh, Robin, thank you. Yeah, it's so exciting. I literally just sold the last moon journal today. I got an order today. I haven't shipped it out yet, but so the very last one, I'll probably do one for 2017, the moon journal. But I want to make it more awesome, so I'm still figuring that out. But yes, something. I will do something for next year for sure. It'll be even better too. I'm excited. So anyways, it's getting a little dark, and I just wanted to say hey to you guys. If you, oh look, oh my gosh, that's so cool. The moon's right there. You can see it. I didn't even plan that. So one last offering too, you can still get my moon ritual for this full moon, which is 4 in the morning tonight. So this one is a ritual for prosperity, and so that's all around this vibe of Sagittarius. If you want to get more info on the full moon, you can watch my YouTube video as well on it. I go into all the details and stuff, but I just wanted to do a little impromptu kind of check-in with everyone. So I'm wishing you guys a lovely evening, and hope you stay cool, and just sending you lots of good vibes, and may you receive everything that you wish and everything that you need. Namaste. Mwah.